to the mid-size scooter paddle. We've put together 7 of the best value mid-size scooters on the market. Now we've already done all the other testing. Today it's just performance and handling, the exciting part. Our most powerful bike has an incredible 15 horsepower. Let's get it on. Do we really only have 15? Is that all we have?
First up, let's have a look at the Jet.
If you have ever wanted to destroy an aircraft carrier, this is the scooter to do it on. The Jet Torpedo. Now we're not sure if it works underwater yet, and it certainly doesn't look like a torpedo, but it does have a cool name. Now the Jet suits a bigger person. Basically it's got quite a high seat, it's a lot of space in it. If you're a bigger person, say 6 foot or above, the Jet's probably your bag. 150cc 4-stroke, 16-inch wheels, so it's quite comfortable over the bumps. The brakes are fairly tight, a bit grabby. Given that it's a larger scooter, we're not really expecting it to be the fastest on the track, but we're about to find out. Let's get over there.
Right, I'm off. Ooh, gotta fix the jacket. Good speed on the straight. But I simply found the Jet too upright and too large to really get a good cornering position. Okay, a lap time of 40.2 seconds, not bad, but we can do better.
This is the Suzuki AN125HK. The HK stands for the free 9mm fully automatic submachine gun you get when you purchase the scooter. Very good value for money because those machine guns are normally quite a bit of cash. Anyway, it's a 125 4-stroke, disc brake in the front, drum in the back, remote lock release here for the seat. We'll take a open face helmet but not a full face helmet unless you've got a head the size of an apple. Suzuki's given it a fairly modern twist. They've also got a little front glove box in there, which is quite handy for putting in gloves. Now Suzuki have put in some extra effort and given the AN125HK some bling. As you can see, there's a shiny cover here on the gearbox. We haven't had it on the track yet. We're about to find out how it does. Let's get it going.
Out for a lap on the Suzuki. Well, the bike's smaller and you can see straight away I'm able to get into a better riding position for cornering. Oh, look at that, the full racing tuck. Lap time, 39.8 seconds. Now we're talking. We've just broken the 40-second barrier. On to the next bike.
Okay, now this is the SYM Mio. I believe it means mine in Italian, although this scooter has probably never been to Italy at any point in its life. It's a 100cc 4-stroke. Now the main advantage of the Mio 100 is that it's incredibly small and incredibly light. Now given that it's daylight, I can't show you the multicolored dash, but let's just say that at night it changes color. It's very cool. You do have an unlocking button for the seat, so you don't have to use the key. And the bucket size is quite large. You can easily get a full face helmet in the Mio. There's a locker here for security where you can have it so the ignition's off and no one can start your little scooter. The Mio runs a very small 10-inch wheel, so it's a little bit on the bumpy side, but it also means it changes direction fast, so it's perfect for inner city use. I would say that in terms of your smaller customers, if you're small or maybe a female, the Mio is probably the bike to buy.
I'm off on the Mio. Now that's more like it. The Mio is small and light. It's like a racing scooter. You can throw it around like a rag doll. I'm really cranking it now. Valentino would be impressed. Lap time, 39.4 seconds. Even more impressive when you consider it's only a 100cc 4-stroke.
This year, Yamaha ran a global competition to come up with the worst possible name for a scooter. I give you the Yamaha Biwi. Anyway, it's a 100cc 2-stroke, which makes it different from its competitors. It runs big balloon off-road tires in case you're commuting from a farm. Crazy styling, very lightweight, easy to ride. Let's get on the track, see how it goes.
Okay, off for a lap on the farm bike. This thing is like a mobile riot on wheels. The Biwi is straight up fun to ride. Go the 2-stroke! Biwi! A very important riding skill is the Cossack. Lap time, 39.2. Despite its crazy crazy farm tyres, the Biwi posts an impressive lap. Probably my favourite so far.
This is the Yamaha Cygnus. Cygnus is Latin for swan. Anyway, I think they're talking about the styling. It's a very cool looking bike. I'll give you a rundown. It's a 125 4-stroke. It's got the seat opener off the ignition. And what they've got here is a massive bucket. Plenty of room. Will not take a full face helmet unless you have a very nano head, like a tiny micro-sized head. Front bucket, good for gloves and prophylactics. This does have possibly the coolest fuel filler cap I've ever seen. Watch this, open and close, open and close. It's almost a reason to buy the scooter just for that. It's pretty standard for a scooter. A nice 125, one of the better styled scooters of this comparison test. Not sure how it's going to go on the track because it's pretty cushy. I mean, look at the seat here. I mean, that really molds to your rump. It's a rump molder. It's a little bit like a mobile couch, this scooter. Very comfortable, suspension's comfortable, it's all very comfortable. But I should have called it the comfortable. Anyway, let's go to the track.
Out for a lap on the Cygnus. And as you can see, it's 12:16 and I'm damn late for my appointment at Bob's Enemas. A great way to start the day, hence the haste. For such a comfortable scooter, the Cygnus can really turn a good lap. 39.2, dead even with the Biwi.
This is the SYM VS 150. Now this particular scooter has a party trick, I'll show you. You open this thing here, it's called the seat. And inside here is so much room that if you ever get kicked out of your house, you can live in here. The whole family of small Vietnamese children could live in here. Now the reason they've got so much storage is the fuel tank is mounted in the front of the scooter, which is how they should all work, and thankfully SYM set a bit of a trend with that. Now the VS has got modern styling, it's LED headlights, LED rear tail light, 150cc 4-stroke motor, makes about 15 horsepower. One of the better performing 150cc bikes, and I imagine in today's test it's going to be the scooter to beat, I think.
Now we're talking 15 solid horsepower and massive brakes. Straight away you can see the extra speed. Even more impressive is the fact that I did the entire lap carrying the small Vietnamese family. The time, 38.7 seconds. The VS breaks into the 38-second bracket. Can the CPI beat it?
Now this is the CPI GTR 180cc 4-stroke. Now basically if you ride a super bike on the weekends, but you don't want to take the annoying thing to work, this is the bike for you. It rides like a motorcycle, it's got 17-inch wheels like a motorcycle, but it's got an automatic transmission. So riding around town's a piece of cake. It's actually quite fast. No storage, unfortunately, other than what's in here. It has the very important and modern fake carbon fibre, which, as you well know, makes a scooter much faster. Now, unlike most scooters, the CPI actually runs twin disc front and back, so you've got much better braking than the average scooter. One of the other advantages of the CPI GTR is this here, it's a trellis frame. So if you can't afford a Ducati superbike, whammo, buy the CPI trellis frame. People are going to think that you've bought an Italian racing scooter, when really you've bought nothing like that.
The final lap. It certainly took a while to get used to the riding position, half bike, half scooter. Ah, nice through the hairpin. Look at that! I'm doing a massive 52 kilometers per hour! It's amazing I'm not dead! The final time, wait for it, 38.4 seconds. So, the CPI wins the track section of our mid-size battle. But does it win overall? Log on to thescooterreview.com to find out.